Hello everyone, welcome back to Baby. Well, we made it. We're here at part 4 of the Halloween Haunted Doll series, and have I got a good one for you. Just in time for El Dia de los Muertos, join me as we go south from Mexico City, not north as I'd stated in part 3, to the Mecca of haunted dolls, La Isla de las Muñecas. La Isla de las Muñecas is a chinampa, which is a floating island vegetable garden type of thing. It's very interesting, and I fell down a rabbit hole while I was looking into what a chinampa is. Of the Laguna de Texulo, located in the channels of Xochimilco, south of Mexico City. It's known worldwide for the vast collection of dolls in all kinds of styles and colours that can be found there. Legends surround the dolls, and Don Julian Santana Barrera, the reclusive former owner of the chinampa. In the 1950s, Don Julian began to collect and hang dolls around the chinampa, which gained notoriety in 1943 when Mexican director Emilio Fernandez used it as the location of the film Maria Candelaria. After Don Julian's death in 2001, his family opened the island to the public as a tourist attraction. As well as the hundreds of dolls, there are also 3 huts and a small museum with articles from local newspapers about both the chinampa and Don Julian. In the one-room hut Don Julian slept in, the first doll he collected is displayed, as well as Agustina, his favourite doll. La Isla de las Muñecas is accessible to the public by gondola-type boats called trajineras. I apologise if I'm mangling all these words. Most rowers will transport people to the island, but there are those who refuse to go out of superstition. The journey often includes a tour of the ecological area, Ajolote Museum, Apatlaco Canal, the Shuilo Lagoon and Llorona Island. Legend has it that Don Julian found the body of a young girl floating in the canals. The next day he found a doll drifting down the canal. Believing it belonged to the girl, he hung the doll from a tree in her memory and as a talisman to ward off evil spirits. It is said that after her death, the young girl's spirit haunted the chinampa. To appease her spirit, Don Julian left his wife and child and began scouring the rubbish and trading the vegetables from his garden in exchange for more dolls. He soon realised, though, that the dolls themselves were possessed by the spirits of dead girls, and he continued to collect dolls, hanging them all over the chinampa. It was as though he was driven by some unseen force, which completely changed him. However, there is no concrete evidence of this girl's existence. In 2001, Don Julian's nephew came to the chinampa to help his uncle. As they fished in the canal, Don Julian, then 80 years old, sang passionately, claiming that mermaids in the water were calling for him. His nephew left briefly, and upon his return found Don Julian dead, face down in the canal, at the same spot where the girl was said to have drowned. It is believed that Don Julian's spirit has joined those of the dolls. Since the chinampa has become open to the public, there have been reports of the dolls moving their heads, arms, and even opening their eyes. Visitors also claim to have heard the dolls whispering to each other. Visitors occasionally place offerings around the dolls in exchange for miracles and blessings. Some change the dolls' clothes and maintain the island as a form of worship. In this instance, I feel for Don Julian rather than any of the dolls. I hope that he's finally found some peace from whatever it was that compelled him to collect all of those dolls. Of course, as collectors ourselves, we do have a similar compulsion, but, well, much less morbid, I hope. And here we are at the end of the series. What do you think happened to Don Julian? Do you think the Chinampa is haunted? Would you ever go and visit? Personally, I would love to go and see these dolls. I do have a morbid curiosity when it comes to haunted dolls, as you probably gathered from tuning into the series. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Also, please visit part 3 if you haven't and enter the giveaway that's listed there. And until next Halloween, don't have nightmares.